In this video, we'll find the molecular geometry for BF3. This is boron trifluoride. So the first thing we need is a Lewis structure. So if you did the Lewis structure for boron trifluoride, you'd end up with something like this. And you probably notice right away that central boron atom, it only has 6 valence electrons around it. But that's okay because boron is an exception to the octet rule. It can have 6 electrons and be stable. If we think about the atoms around the central boron atom, we have 1, 2, 3 fluorine atoms. Each one has an octet. And when we want to think about molecular geometry for BF3, these 3 will push away from each other and spread out as far away as they can. That'll give us the molecular geometry. It helps if we visualize it. Let's try that. So here's our central boron atom, the purple. We're going to add those 3 fluorine atoms. There's 1, 2, and you see they spread out from each other as far away as they can. We add the third one, and this right here is considered trigonal planar. You can see they're all on a plane here. So this is the molecular geometry for BF3, trigonal planar. And the bond angles will be 120 degrees. Let's go back to our Lewis structure. So we have these 3 fluorine atoms around the boron and no lone pairs. So that means our steric number is 3. We could look at a chart like this right here and see that we have a steric number of 3 with 0 lone pairs. So we come down here, we come over, trigonal planar. This bond angle right here, or here, or here, is going to be 120 degrees. Because there aren't any lone pairs, the electron geometry will be the same as the molecular geometry. You could also figure this out using the AXE notation. So we have A, X, E. A is the central atom, the boron. X, these are the other atoms we have around it. We have 3 of the fluorine atoms. And E, that's the lone pairs. We don't have any lone pairs. Sometimes you just see 0. So you could have either memorized that AX3 is trigonal planar, or you could look it up. You find out the molecular geometry for boron trifluoride, trigonal planar. This is Dr. B, and thanks for watching.